Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm going over something today that I'm incredibly passionate about. There's two things that I love in the EDC world. One is firearms, and two is EDC bags. We are going to be going over the smallest EDC bag that I own. And super excited about this one. This one's called the Viktos Upscale XL. Now, for some reason, there is not a lot of videos out there on the XL version. There's tons of videos on the regular size. I bought the regular size one, and it came in, and I'm just like, oh my God, that thing was tiny. And when you're 6'3", 240 pounds, tiny bags do not work for you. So I ended up returning that one, and I got this one, the XL, and I am super excited to show this bag to you, because it is really, really cool. It's functional. It has multiple roles in my life. I use it mainly for a range bag or a straight up EDC bag. Because those of you who have followed my channel for a while know that I'm a teacher. I cannot bring certain things into schools. So that's why they usually stay in this bag locked away somewhere in my car. This bag's not always in my car, but if it is, it's usually holding my EDC items that cannot go into the school. All right, so before we actually get into the contents of the bag, few things that I want to show you. First, most sling bags kind of go on the ends of the bag. This one does not do that. The strap kind of hangs right dead in the middle of the bag. And that's a very unique design. The jury's still out on if I like it or not. But just give you a heads up, if you're used to like all my other sling bags that I have, all the straps go either on the end this way or on the end this way. This one's directly in the middle. The padding is not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. Do not load up this bag too heavy and carry this around for a long time, because it is going to hurt your shoulder after a while. Okay, load this bag up light if you're planning on carrying it for a long, extended period of time. One other thing before I get into the tabletop view is I like to carry this bag on my left shoulder, which is over here, my left shoulder. I'm a right-hander, and I like carrying it over my left shoulder. I watched another video of a gentleman, and for some reason he liked to carry it over on his other shoulder. And this is what he said. He said the pocket was upside down. Well, I like carrying it on my left side, so I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to go over the top right here. I like carrying it just like this on my left side. For some reason, he liked going the other direction, which is kind of weird to me. I don't like using my left hand very much. So usually what I do is I grab the strap with my right hand, my gun hand. I bring it all the way across like this, and then I slide it down to the zipper, and then the zipper opens up to my firearm. Okay, I'll go over the firearm a little bit later. But this is what he was saying is, you see this little tiny pocket right here? He was saying it was on the wrong side. He's saying it was underneath, and all his stuff was falling out. That is not the case if you wear this on your left shoulder, because you open this up, and if you're deciding to put your wallet and your keys in here, it's very easy access that way if you're planning on doing that. Okay, so if you're carrying this on your left shoulder, this pocket's on the right side. If you carry it on your right shoulder, the pocket's going to be on the underneath of the bag. So just keep that in mind if this is a bag that you are planning on carrying with a firearm or with EDC items on the inside of this small pocket. But you can make it work either way. But anyway, let's go down to the tabletop and let's get into the contents of this bag. All right, dimensions in this bag, it's about 15 inches tall. I'll quickly do this for you just so you can kind of see. All right, you're roughly sitting at about 15 inches tall, and you're roughly looking at about, I'd say 9.5, 10 inches wide. I'll put it somewhere in this video what the actual dimensions are according to the website. For me, being a tall person, I'm about 6'3". I'm about 240 pounds right now. And the height is what matters to me, because I hate really, really small bags sitting on my back. Small bags just look really funky on somebody that is incredibly tall. Some of your shorter people out there, it's really not going to bother you that much. But for us tall guys, it does matter. So it is pretty tall for the bag. That's why I didn't like the other one, because it was a little shorter and a lot skinnier on the dimensions. So this is actually perfect dimensions for me. This is about probably as small as I would go. All right, so a few things about this bag. It has a decent strap on it. I would say it's nothing to write home about. It's not incredibly padded. It's a little padded, not incredibly padded. Like I said, if you put a lot of weight in this bag, this strap is not going to be comfortable. It does have the clip here to break it away in case you need to in a pinch. And it goes right back on easy. It is adjustable at the bottom. It has two grab handles, one at the top, one at the bottom. So if you're trying to sling it across, you need to pull it across that way. You can do that. I don't use these to pull it across. I just use the handle to pull the bag across, and then I get in that way. We'll start at the front pocket. It's a very small pocket. Things I usually keep in here are my key. I don't have my wallet, my keys on me right now because they're in my other bag, but I usually keep my wallet and my keys in here. If I was going to carry this, I'd keep my wallet and my keys in this pouch. Right now, the only thing I have in here is my aim point tool to adjust the optic. I usually have a Hollow Sun tool in here as well, but that is sitting in my other range bag at the moment. Okay, so that's pocket. I'll show you about my hand. I have like an extra large size hand, and my hand fits all the way across the bag. So it's a pretty big area there for any of your smaller items. Up here, this is more of your delicate pouch. I just have my range glasses in there right now. Sunglasses will fit in there, no problem. Won't get scratched up. It's very soft padding on the top that you can fit glasses. You can stick your wallet, you can stick your keys. If you want something not to get scratched up, that's a good spot to put some of your things in that pocket. That third pocket that we're going to be going over is this pocket right here, which my zippers are over here for some reason. And this one, this is the main, I call this the main compartment for all your EDC stuff. It has a nice little pouch up here, so I just keep my stick-on targets. So these are very nice to have. They're just called Halo adhesive targets, and you can stick those on your targets when you completely littered it up with bullet holes. You can stick these on for extra practice. I do that quite often. My other items that I have in here is I have two mags, both for my Glock 19, Glock 45, because those are the guns that I usually carry. So this is the Glock 17 mag with 17 rounds in it. They fit in the Glock 19X and the Glock 45. Now, if you're using the Glock 45, it's important that you have the Gen 4 magazines, because that Gen 5, for those who have that gun, the Gen 5 lip that they put on it. Let's see if I have a magazine over here. Yeah, there we go. So the Gen 5 lip that they put on there kind of sticks out a little bit, won't fit in the Glock 19X. So if I'm using the Glock 19X, this magazine wouldn't work on my Glock 19X. So I got to keep that in mind. Whatever gun I'm bringing, I got to make sure I have the appropriate magazines. That's why I try to carry my Gen 4 mags with me all the time, because they fit in the Gen 5 and the Glock 19X mags. Then I usually have the Extendo Glock 19X mag with me as well, just as a backup to the backup. This one holds 19 rounds, in case you're wondering, for the non-Glock people. I also have one flashlight in here. I think this is 100 lumens, 120 lumens. I can't remember. I'll link it down below. But yeah, this is the 3T EOS from Olight. Think what you want about Olight. I think they're great flashlights. They're not paying me to make good reviews with them. I just like their lights. They're very user-friendly. And the reason I like this one is because it's not the rechargeable ones. This has the actual batteries in it. I think this is a AAA battery in it, and that's kind of nice. I have a bunch of AAA batteries in my school bag that I always carry with me, so I can always throw in extra batteries with this one. Two other things I carry. Let's go multi-tool. This is just a Cabela's cheapy multi-tool that I have with me. You never know when you're going to need some of these stuff. The scissors are kind of nice, but I think I bought this on Black Friday for like, I don't know, like 10 bucks, 15 bucks. I don't even think it was 15. I think it was like under $10 on Black Friday. It just has all the basic stuff. If you watched my EDC video, you know I carry the Skeletal with me everywhere I go. But this is a nice backup to have in case I don't have the Skeletal with me, which is usually a miracle if I don't have my Skeletal with me. I do have one knife in here in case I need it. I think this is the Paramilitary 3, and I put new scales on it. It came with black scales, and I absolutely love this knife. This is one of my favorite knives that I own. What I also love about it is it has the S30V steel in it. The thing about that steel is it stays sharp for a really long time, but it's very, very hard to sharpen. So you got to keep that in mind. If you're thinking about getting an upgraded steel like this is, for those who are not good at sharpening knives, you might want to send this off to a professional to have it sharpened. But yeah, Paramilitary 3. These are all new scales that I put on it. All the black accents are all new. Black clip was new. I had to special order those on Amazon, and I had to put it together myself, which was actually kind of fun. I was able to take the whole thing apart and put it together. This is one of my favorite folding knives that I own. That's why it's sitting in my EDC bag. Okay, so let's close this up. Let's go on to the main compartment. Let's say the fun compartment. Now, this is how I have it set up. Okay, one side, I only have one zipper that's exposed. Okay, this zipper is actually tucked into this little clip, so no one can get in it too that way. Let's flip this around. Both of these sides, the zipper is tucked away, so you cannot open it from this side. And the reason I have that done is in case it's on my bag and somebody's trying to manipulate my bag, they actually have to find what zipper is available. Like they'd have to take this out and unzip it to get to my firearm. And the reason I have this right here is when this is slinged on my bag, this is the part that I pull back to get into my firearm compartment. So when it slings across my left shoulder, like we talked about earlier, I sling it across, grab this as I sling, and open it straight up this direction. There's only one direction it can open, and I prefer it that way. Okay, so inside here it comes with a little pistol holster. It's like a little cheapy one, but it does the job. It gets it in there. Just to show you how big this bag is, this is my Glock 34 Gen 4 in here. All right. So magazine is out and it is clear in here. This is actually my competition gun. So I'm just showing you this, that a Glock 34 can fit directly straight up and down in this bag and it'll fit. So no problems with the size of the gun that you're trying to get in here. Okay, so the front, very spacious. If you want to put an additional mag on the side, you can. It also has room in the back for targets. So I've been using the T-Rex Arms targets, and they actually fit back there really, really nicely. If you're getting the big targets, you're going to have to fold them in half. But this is kind of my target section right here. Hopefully I don't hit my camera over. But the targets fit back there perfectly on paper. And then it just snaps forward. Now you don't have to set it up that way, but that's just the best way I use to set it up. Now when I take this to the range, I'll stick 1 or 2 boxes of ammo right here on this side, and then I'll put 1 box of ammo right up here, right here in this gap as well. So I get like 150 rounds to the range. Now if I am going to do more than 150 rounds at the range, then I am going to go to a bigger range bag that I have, which I'll go over that range bag in another video. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I can use this for a multitude of different things. It's very versatile. It's big enough to actually be able to put things in here that you're actually going to need, and you're not sacrificing anything with a really, really tiny bag. This is the type of bag that I was looking for, and This is about as small as I would ever go in any kind of EDC bag that I'm going to carry with me. Well, I want to thank you all for stopping by. I hope you guys really got something out of this. Sometimes it's a lot easier to visualize a bag when somebody actually has it on, somebody's actually talking you through it, someone's actually showing you dimensions of this bag. This is a very underrated bag because nobody's even talking about it on the YouTube platform, and it's an amazing bag. I use it constantly. It is my utility bag. I take it with me everywhere. I can dump stuff out of it, put stuff in it very, very easily. It is a really awesome bag. It pretty much checks all the boxes that I need it to check in terms of my EDC. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you that have done that already. Liking my videos really gets that YouTube algorithm out there so other people can really enjoy this content that I'm bringing to you. I hope each and every one of you have an amazing day. God bless you all.